Paul the Hero by Savannah Whaley. Late one Friday night, Paul sat in his room listening to his dad and uncle speak in the next room over. He overheard them speaking about being a part of the local militia. Paul knew that this group of men was supposed to be ready at a minute's notice to go and fight for our country. However, the men told Paul that he was just too young to join their group. Paul wanted to help his country, but he just did not know how he could. All he had was the desire to help in any way that he was able. Paul began to think. He looked out his window and saw his horse Red. Immediately, he knew what he could do. Paul waited up all night for the next week to keep watch over the town. Finally, after 6 restless nights, Paul saw something out in the distance. Paul thought to himself, it was time. Paul jumped up and ran outside to his horse. Red, it's time to help save our country. Paul jumped up onto Red's back and grabbed his lantern off the wall. The two went all throughout the town, alerting all of the people that the British were coming. Paul would knock on every home's door to wake up all of the families. He continued his journey throughout town all the way to the central tower. He ascended the steps with his lantern and grabbed the other lantern that was hanging at the door. When he got to the top, Paul placed both lanterns in the window to let the militia know that the British were coming in by way of water. As the lanterns were glowing throughout the night, the militia got the message and they were up and ready to fight for our country. The militia headed to the harbor and ended up catching the British off guard. Because of Paul's bravery and courage, he was able to alert the town in a time of crisis. This ended up allowing the militia to be so ready that they won that battle. Paul really did help save our country. So, next time you think you're too little or too young, just think of Paul and his bravery. Without him, we don't know where our country would be today.